So today we have a bit of an interesting discussion that I want to have with you guys involving the Xbox Series S and of course the Xbox Series X. Now, as you guys are well aware, I am the king of Xbox YouTube. I talk about Xbox whenever I see fit, and damn it, I see fit to talk about them today because there's something kind of curious going on with both the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. So a lot of people are starting to draw conclusions from this situation, and I think there's kind of two camps of thought when it comes to what is exactly happening with the Xbox Series X and S, and I kind of want to go over both of those and tell you guys which one I feel is the more applicable in this situation. So if this is your first time on the channel, welcome, hit that subscribe button. But without any further ado, let's kind of talk about what's going on. So the Xbox Series X, it's a system that I play a lot. You know, I say it all the time, but I seriously play it like way more than I play my PlayStation 5, unless it's exclusive games on the PlayStation 5, although that time frame has been divvied up a little bit with the PlayStation Portal because I definitely enjoy that a little bit more than I anticipated. But I like the Xbox. I like the Xbox brand. It's just been a brand that's kind of had a hard time lately. And when you look at things like console sales for the Xbox Series X and S, it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Sure, you know, after the sort of situations we had with the Xbox One, I do feel like consumers are going to be a bit hesitant getting into the Xbox family once again, but the Xbox Series X has proven itself to be a capable console. You know, it's a pretty good console. When you bundle it with Game Pass and stuff like that, I would expect a lot more success for the platform, but that hasn't really been the case. In many markets, it's actually trending under the sales of the Xbox One, which absolutely blows my mind. So because of this, now we're starting to see some big discounts on the Xbox hardware for both the Xbox Series X and the Series S. Right now, at the time of the filming of this video, which is on December 14th, you can actually pick up an Xbox Series X for $399.99, which is $100 off the normal retail price. We saw that a lot during Black Friday with some bundled deals. You could also get the Diablo 4 bundle with the system. But to see this kind of extend beyond the Black Friday season is kind of leading people to believe, well, wait a second, why are they still doing this extended sale on the platform? It would seem like that would be something you would do, you know, up until Black Friday, and then that's kind of it. That was your window of opportunity, and then going back to the status quo. The Xbox Series S is also on sale for $239.99, and that's a manufacturer's suggested retail price. But this has been catching a lot of people off guard. Is over at Costco, you can get an Xbox Series S plus a stereo headset bundle for $149.99. Now, not only is that an absolutely insane deal, but that's a steep discount from the $300 MSRP of this system. Like I said, it's down to $240 at most major retailers right now. But that's an absolutely insane deal. And if I had a Costco near me and a Costco membership, I might go and see if mine has any of those in stock. But we have to talk about the why of this situation. And there's really two trains of thought with it. Some people do think that it's just sort of a holiday thing. And I mean, that's a fair assumption, but I'm not quite sure that it is just a holiday thing. I could see it potentially extending past the holidays. And that kind of gets us into the situation of the two trains of thought. The first one and the easiest one to say, and what Xbox haters will say, is, oh, well, the system's not selling. Microsoft's tired of it, so they're clearing it out. You know, they're discounting the prices. They don't want to be in the console industry in the first place. And I mean, there is some merit in saying that. They want Game Pass on absolutely everything. I don't feel like hardware is really the focus of Microsoft anymore. It is indeed Game Pass. Now, Game Pass is easily accessible through things like the Xbox consoles, but now it's streaming services and wanting to put it in your TV and across a myriad of devices. They're kind of trying to get rid of that barrier point of entry with the console market. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I think it really remains to be seen, as we haven't really seen any sort of successful, you know, home console manufacturer jump into that realm and actually do it successfully. But the Xbox haters are, of course, out in full force with this. Oh, the system is doomed, this, that, or the other. And honestly, I don't think that's the case. I honestly don't. I feel like they're just trying to make up a little bit of ground right now. They're trying to catch up a bit in the console wars. Of course, Xbox never really gives us concrete numbers for systems sold or games sold or anything like that. It's all just people experienced. So if you played a game once on Game Pass, then that's how you get your experience with the game. So now you are a part of the statistic. The other side of the coin, though, I think is potentially the most realistic side of the coin. And this is just based on information that, well, I mean, it's already leaked and it's already been out there. There are refreshes coming to the Xbox consoles. We've seen them. We've seen the graphs of them. We've seen what they are going to do, at least what they were planning to do a couple of years ago, because of the whole FTC situation with the Activision Microsoft merger. You know, we saw those graphs. We saw literal pictures of what they were planning: a new controller with additional features, remodeled systems, a diskless system as well. So I think that is probably the more realistic situation that is happening here. It's more of a clearing out potentially of stock that they have, because they have these revisions coming to the marketplace. And when you have a new SKU out there and you're kind of phasing out the old SKU, that's the kind of stuff you do. You do these price drops on these systems in order to get people into there, because you're not really missing out like on all that much. If you buy the new system, like, if anything, the older system, the older Series X might be better because that actually has a disk drive on it. So if you end up picking up physical games and stuff like that, you can still experience them on your Xbox. But to me, that's what this situation kind of screams out, you know, that they are potentially, you know, moving in a bit of a different direction, which we've seen, which we've heard them say this, that, or the other. You know, proof is in the pudding with this. When you have literal, you know, FTC documents showing these changes that Xbox wants to do, then more than likely that's the most logical situation. But is it the smart situation? Because you will have a small segment of people who do feel quote unquote burned by, you know, this whole thing, because of the fact that, you know, for a lot of people, the Xbox generation hasn't really gotten off to the best start. You know, there has been some quality titles. I thought Starfield was a lot better than people made it out to be. But, you know, there definitely were some misses. The launch of Halo Infinite was kind of a disaster. I mean, I've been playing the multiplayer again, and I enjoy it. But, you know, when it first launched, the multiplayer was absolutely trash. Redfall, you know, where's the Perfect Dark? Where's this game that you showed off, and that game and the other game? It almost seems like Xbox talks about things just a little bit too early for the general consumer, and then by the time it comes out, it's kind of like, well, you know, I waited X amount of time for this game because you told me about this game too soon. If the window of expectation versus reality was kind of shorter, then I feel like a lot of the, like, if Starfield was never this ongoing thing where it was kind of dragged out, got delayed and stuff like that, if it was like a 6-month turnaround time from when we first really saw the game to the release of the game, I honestly think that people would have been a bit more accepting of it. I think it would have scored higher. It built up this mantra of such a huge, you know, quote unquote generational game that other Xbox YouTubers quoted it as, but the king of Xbox never did. All in all, though, I don't think this is like doom and gloom for Xbox. I definitely think they are trying to strike up some holiday sales, which is a very logical thing. I also think that they are planning on, you know, doing those refreshes. I think you will see something different in terms of hardware announced in 2024 from Xbox. Maybe not released, but I could definitely see them announcing some sort of revision to the Xbox Series systems. And it just seems like they might be trying to clear out some stock of these systems. Obviously, 2024 is going to be a pivotal year for Xbox. They have to start showing the fruits of their labor. I know I've been saying it for years, but for me, 2024 is kind of the final year. Hellblade 2 alone is not going to cut it. You need to give me at least 3 banger titles in the year of 2024. And with all of the games you've announced and all of the games you've showed off, if you can't deliver that, then maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board. But let me know in the comments section down below, what do you think is going on with this situation? Is it just a simple holiday sale? Are they doing it because of the fact that, hey, you know, there's potentially another system, a refresh or a revision coming out, and that's what they want the focal point to be? Or is it doom and gloom? Because you're allowed to say doom and gloom stuff on this channel. I don't care. I won't censor you like the other Xbox channels. I'm the king of Xbox. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm the king of Xbox. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.